duck. I almost just did. All right, guys. Well, welcome to our Sunday night live call where we jump on to inspire you and get you all fired up for the week. I am so excited to see all the videos. You guys are stepping out your comfort zone and posting. Keep posting your videos. And hopefully you've kind of caught the fire and seen what we are doing. We're just trying to show you how we work our business each and every day. So we don't want you just to hear about it. We want you guys to know that we're out there, doing it and give you some visuals. You might be like me and you really need to see how it's done. So I hope you guys are enjoying the videos and will be inspired to do your own or just be inspired to get out there and make it happen. So I'm going to just run through some really quick announcements. And tonight we're going to talk about social media and just some of the key things to do and then some of the things not to do to just be successful and, get on that bug if you want. So don't forget about the Major League Baseball, you guys. That is all the whole collection, and they get 3 selected bars, and it's something, I forgot what they are, Southern Evening, Oodles, I forgot what they are, but Citrus Pop, and there's another one. But there's 3 bars that come with that. Check that on your news tab. It goes through the 19th or until things sell out. Make sure that you're promoting that. That is the exact way I was able to get a one-on-one that turned into a 2-on-1 that turned into almost $400 in orders just by having a talk. And you guys, I will, of course, I don't collect buddies. I don't believe in just stocking stuff, but the new Shark Buddy is named after my husband. It's not named after my husband, but it's the exact same name. So be sure you're promoting that. I love how they have it pictured with our Scentsy Kids Warmer and Under the Sea. I just love it. So get that out there and keep promoting. Let's just see. We are going to also remind everybody of letting your teams know that we have these calls. And if you guys know a Velada consultant, don't miss out on getting the, taking advantage of the 75% off sale that they're having right now. I mean, come on, you guys. They got some amazing prices out there on some of the Velada stuff. So if you are a Velada consultant on any of the teams represented, post on the pages and so people in your link so that people can get out there. If you love the chocolate, you better get it because it will be out. One thing I want to remind everybody is that when you are posting on your Facebook page, be sure to make sure that you are posting things that are in compliance. The MLB Warmer has a very specific picture that you can post. You're not supposed to post like the Rangers Warmer or whatever town you're from. You have to post only the pictures that are on the workstation, okay? Post only the pictures that are on the workstation and the wording. So make sure you read the rules on that because they have up the standards and they will be you will be receiving emails and such. Another thing I've seen where some you guys are running personal specials. Don't forget, if it is not a special that can be found on the workstation, it is personal and you cannot post it on your Facebook page. You can post it in a Facebook group. You can post it in a text, an email. Your own private little Scentsy, group for your customers. But you can't have, like, for instance, if you're doing the 10 bar special, you can't have that as your banner or on your advertising that on your big public Facebook page. And so for some of you newer consultants, you want to just be mindful of that. And if you have a team, please check your your teammates and your recruits Facebook pages and, help them out. Don't let the Scentsy police get them. Just help them out and let them know because it's easier to come from somebody that's their direct sponsor or leader than it is to come from somebody they don't know because then feathers get ruffled. So we just don't want you guys to have any drama because it will be out there. So be careful with posting specials. You can text them, you can email them and all that good stuff. All right. So let's just keep going. So tonight, I want to also remind, we're going to talk about social media, the do's and don'ts, and there's how to get started if you're not started at all. But I wanted to remind you coming up next week, actually not next week, but the week of let me tell you, Thursday the 16th, Friday the 17th, and Saturday the 18th, we're doing what's called Take It to the Streets. So mark your calendars and write it down, 16th, 17th, and 18th. We're not going to get together. I mean, if some of you guys live close to each other and you want to get together and go pound the streets, but what we're trying to promote this time around is that everybody be challenged and be thinking about going out wherever you live, you work, and maybe on your lunchtime, going and handing out seed kits or whatever. So you can do it Thursday, Friday, or Saturday, or you can do it all 3 days, on your lunch, whatever works for you. But we want you to get out and maybe go to a different block in your neighborhood that you haven't hand out samples and let people know you're in the neighborhood. So mark your calendars. That'll come up, I guess, a week from this Thursday, the 16th, 17th, and 18th. And then we'll have our new consultant. We'll have our live call, and we'll all get a share on how we are making it happen. So thumbs up for those that I can see. Who all is going for the power up? Who at least activated? If you activated in May, let's go. Because what does that mean? What? Yes. We are all on track for power up. You guys, let's go. Let's give ourselves the best opportunity. There you go. That's right. Track it, girl. Let's give ourselves the best opportunity to earn the incentive. And remember, we all have to be shooting for level 3 so that if we can either land on 3, 2, or 1. But if we shoot for 2, we could land on 2 or 1. But if we shoot for 1 and we miss it, then we don't have any chance of earning it at all. So everybody go for the $3,000 in PRV. It's a cumulative, and the 3 active recruits that hit $1,000 in sales. Don't focus on what's hard and how, oh my gosh, I don't think I can do it. Instead, just do it. Keep sharing, keep asking everybody. And believe me, the seed you plant now, even if they don't join in May, if they didn't join in May, they don't join in June, or they don't join in July, they'll probably join you in August for sure when kids are going back and things like that. And guess what? You're on track to earn that incentive trip. So don't count it as a failure. Instead, just keep sharing and getting prepared, because the incentive, the big incentive trip follows this one. So let's go. All right. So 16th, 17th, and 18th, every Sunday of this month, we have the, let me see. I don't think, except for on Father's Day, the 19th, we won't have a call because we want you guys to go spend some time with the special people in your life. But we'll on the 26th, we'll have a call. Now, if you are doing the challenge and you are getting your 500 in by the 15th, each team is doing something different. I announced that I'll do the Bring Back Your Bar testers for the first 3. Team Wickless Chili Peppers already has number 1, but we can't even order those testers until the 14th or 15th. I think it is the 14th. So please remind your teams that go for it, but don't bug me about getting them because I can't get them right away, but I will definitely get them ordered and get them to you. So before I go on, does anybody have any questions? Anybody want to share anything they saw this week? Just any clarification they need, and then we'll get right into the training. Remember, this call's for you. It's not just to hear me talk or Tiffany or whoever else is on. Let's go. I'll do like Becca. I'll just sit here all day until somebody asks a question. I'm just kidding. If we don't have any questions, I'll keep going. But she will say, I can sit here all day. All right, guys. Well, if you're new, don't be shy. If you're on the phone, you just hit *6 to come in and talk and unmute yourself. All right.
Hey, Carrie, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I have a quick question for you. When we're doing the seed kits next week on the 16th, 17th, and 18th, what would be your approach if we found different? I know you answered this once before, but I don't remember. But what would be your way to approach if we went to like several different insurance companies and stuff like that, like car insurance, like state farms and things like that?
What would be good to go in the packet, or
what would be your approach to, or what would you put in a packet for an insurance company?
Well, okay, so there's a couple of things, and that's a good question if you want to have a seed kit for businesses versus individuals, right? So what I like to do is I have a little letter, and you write up your own words, and it just simply says, hey, my name is Carrie B. I'm in the area, and I wanted you to know that I'm a Cincy consultant, and I'm here to serve you. And so when I walk into the place, I try to make contact with someone, not just drop it off. because the letter is addressed to them directly and specifically. And it's letting them know if they will get at least 5 door prize slips filled out that I have inside, I will come back and do a drawing for those from those 5 names, or however many more. I tell them to feel free to take copies and things like that. I use that person as a contact, and I tell them they can text me and I'll come back, or they can call me, let me know, give me the information, however they want to do it. I'll do the drawing and then I'll go back. So I usually go in there with the mindset of doing a drawing for a room spray or a scent pack, or, you know, whatever I have, or a sample of the washer whisk, but it's a nice big sample like that. So it's usually just a, hey, I'm, you know, welcome to the neighborhood, you know, I'm in your neighborhood type message and who I am. And then I say, hey, if you or anybody or any of your coworkers love Scentsy, I'd love to be your Scentsy consultant. And here are some door prize slips, get them filled out, you know, like that. I don't have one right. I might have one in front of me. Hold on. But that's kind of what I do. And then versus an individual, I have one for my loaner program. Let me see if I have another one right here that I know I have that. I just don't have it in front of me. But this one just says, hello, my name is Carrie B, Independent Scentsy Family Consultant. This packet contains a sampling of our amazing wax and our latest product offerings. I'm in your area ready to assist you with making your workspace, home, lobby, and car smell amazing. If you would like to learn how you can earn a free Scentsy product from me, I've included a few door prize slips. Have everyone in your office complete them and call me to learn what you have won. If your office would be interested in experiencing Scentsy fragrance for a day or two, ask me about my loaner program. And I say, thanks for your time. And I have an asterisk next to the free, and then I tell them that it's only valid with me. So remember, if you're offering any type of specials and you're dropping them off, you need to make sure they know that it's only valid with you, so that they won't run into another consultant and think that they can get that same thing. Okay? Does that help?
Okay.
Yep. So, and I'm, you know, it's just, I'm in the neighborhood. You know, if you guys like Scentsy, fill out these door prize slips. I'd love to do a drawing to give you some free stuff. And if you want to experience Scentsy for a day, I can drop a warmer off like that. And then this product list, I put a few product lists, one catalog. I put a bunch of different samples in there like that. If it's an office, if it's an individual, I usually like to do that. What's that one, you guys? It says Lucky You, and it's a warmer. You know, that one, I usually like to do that for the neighborhood when I'm just dropping them off on my neighbors' doors like that.
Okay.
Plan to take it to the streets, and let's go. With that, anybody else have a question or comment? Nope. Okay. Okay, just answering a question there. All right, so let's talk social media. So you guys have seen, you know, Jessica's gone crazy nuts with social media, YouTube, and I have a YouTube channel. It's not crazy nuts, but it's a YouTube channel. If you are on our teams, you should be subscribed to our YouTube channels. That is where you're going to get some additional training and help. What I don't want you guys to do is get so hung up on on social media that you're not actually working your business. What I don't want you to do is to post on your Facebook pages and think that you're going to get 5,000 orders just from that. You see, social media is a tool to aid you and assist you and help you to reach out to people. What you want to do is make sure that your social media shows you using your product instead of, hey, buy from me. Hey, got another special. Hey, guess what? Buy from me, buy from me, buy from me, buy from me. People don't want to be spammed with Scentsy. They know you're a Scentsy consultant, especially if they're your friend, right? They know that you sell Scentsy. But what they want to know is, how do you use it? Because how many of us do push products and we don't actually use it? It kind of forces you to get out there and use it. So show yourself using it. Show the before and after of the counter cleaner when you clean your stove, right? And show a before and after picture. Instead of asking somebody, do they want to have a party, post a question like, hey, do you color? And then, you know, when people start answering, my son's calling me, hold on. When people start answering, then you could say, hey, well, do you use an app or do you use a color, actual paper? And just keep the conversation going. And then you can introduce, once you have them engaged, you could say, well, since he has these 2 amazing warmers and you can color them with a permanent magic marker. And I'm thinking about hosting a coloring party, but you kind of got them engaged, you know what I mean? And you got them speaking and you found out who's interested and you go. The other thing you don't want to do with social media is that you don't want to get discouraged just because you're not getting a lot of likes. Some of us sit there and we say, well, I'm posting stuff and nobody's doing anything. And it's not, that doesn't mean they're not seeing it, you guys. Trust me, they're seeing it, because it's always that one person when you post that thing that you never would think anybody, especially that person, would respond to. They respond, and what do they normally say? You always post the coolest things. They're paying attention. But think about it. I'm talking to you guys on Zoom. My cell phone just rang, and the message is on my screen. I can see it's my son. He's telling me, can you talk? Yada, yada, yada. And I didn't have to answer the phone or anything. You know what I mean? And I'm talking to you guys. They can see things. So they don't necessarily click like, but they're getting these notifications and things. So they're seeing what you're posting. And you want to post engaging pictures and quotes and what do you call it? Product information. You want to be educating your customers, giving them a tip. If you're using your personal page, if you have a business page, same thing. But if you have a business page, on your personal pages, you want to make sure that you're inviting them to your business page, right? And you're enticing them. Like you could say something, for instance, I shared this with the lady on our team that she's trying to get her business page up and going. And I said, well, what you could do is she's having a what do you call it? A Facebook party. And I said, well, what you could do is post on your page is that tell everybody that's going to Susie McHugh's Facebook party, because they're all friends, that to hop on over to your business page and like the page for the invitation. Do you know what I'm saying? Do that for like the first few days and then actually create the Facebook page. But you're drawing the traffic over to your business page. So you just want to get creative. Another thing, if you're interested in social media, figure out which platform you want to master and work with now, because it's just like anything. You can't do them all. You can do them all, but you won't do any of them well, right? So you can decide, like me, I don't even do Pinterest. I go on Pinterest for like when my sister tells me she found something good out there or whatever, because to me it's just too complicated. Pin, do this, do that. That's not my thing. I have an account, but I just don't really, you go to my thing and there's really nothing out there, but I look on Pinterest for things. Snapchat for me right now is just a toy. I like fooling around with the pictures and making all the crazy things. My thing is Instagram, and then I feed my Twitter from my Instagram. So Instagram and Facebook, YouTube, those are my things. Instagram is my big thing, and then YouTube, then my Twitter from those two. What you want to just so figure out which one you want. But here's a good tip. Make sure that whatever you do, especially if you're setting it up for business purposes, that you're consistent across all the boards, right? So, for instance, I have an issue because I like to go by Carrie B, and my thing says Wickless KB, and that's because that's what I started off with. But one of the questions that was posed to us by the Social Super Group, and if you're not in the Social Super Group, it's a free social media group. Yeah, good job, Ashley. Get in there, you guys. Get in there. Right now, you can join the Ultimate Social Super Group for $5, and you can let them know whoever referred you. So if you saw Jessica's post in Lucy and Jessica's page or Tiffany's page, tell them that that's who referred you. But if you saw them, for me, then tell them that's who referred you. But you can get in there and you can watch some of the webinars and you'll be able to see some of the things that I'm sharing with you. But across your media platforms, you want to make sure that you have a consistent naming scheme. So a good person to go check out is her name is Jilly Sue. And you could see right away her branding. When you look on her Instagram, when you look on her Pinterest, when you look on her Twitter, when you look on whatever else she has. It's all this. She's a pink girl. She likes pink. But you see Jilly Sue, Jilly Sue, Jilly Sue, Jilly Sue. So one of the tips she taught us is to brand you and don't brand your product. Hey, Tiffany. So brand you and don't brand your product. Why is that important? Because when you brand you, so whatever name you come with, like Jessica's rocking that wax, right? Rocking that wax is something that, she's known for. People know. They walk up to her. They identify her with that. And she could take that wherever she goes. Carrie B, the 9 to 5 excuse buzzer. I could take that wherever I go, no matter what brand I'm using. Do you see what I'm saying? So you want to be consistent around. You want to, Facebook allows you to have a bio now. So you can go look at mine or Tiffany's or Jessica's or Lucy's. And right below our name, you'll see our little bio on our Facebook pages. You'll see it on our Instagrams and our Twitters, right? Get consistent with your bio. Let people know what you do. You see, you have to let people, because people do browse your information. They want to know what you do. And people are always looking for someone, right? How many times you're on a page and you hear, anybody know a 31 person, or anybody know something I never heard of person? And you want you to be that person that they recognize. So build your bio. And then the way you can build it is build it in your notepad on your phone, because, or I say in your phone because that way you can certain, I can't remember right off the top of my head, but certain social medias you can't do from your computer. Does that make sense? So if you build it on your phone, and then you can update them all from your phone. But if you build it in that notepad, then it's just a copy and paste, right? So all your emojis and everything that you use, and use emojis, you know, catch attention. If you say you're a, you know, pearls and heels type girl, you know, use your little pearls and heels or whatever they got out there. I know they got a heel, and make it be about you so people remember you. The other thing you want to do is you want to create a brand color scheme. What are you known for? I'm a little quirky, so I like the little bright colors, but I like the little bubbles. I like the little stars. I like squares around my thing. But again, if you go look at Julie Sue's pages, you'll see the consistency she has. And she builds her templates and saves them in Dropbox. And then when she's on like Canva or PicMonkey and all those sorts of things to build her, whoops, lost you guys. To build her brand, she already has her backgrounds made, and then she can just add her little sayings. Another key thing, you guys, please remember, don't just hit the share button. When you're on social media and so you like something someone else has, when you hit share, and you share that to your page, you get all of their comments, everything that goes with that post. What you want to learn to do is save that picture or that quote or copy those words, and then post that into your, into a new message, and then post it to your page like that. So you'll create your own thread and information and responses and things like that. So don't just share. Learn to save to your photos, and then paste the content, and then just paste it. And then, like a lot of times, we're all in this director group. It's called "What Did You Share Today?" And a lot of times we'll copy, because everybody's sharing things they posted with their teams, and we'll paste that stuff into our groups. But a lot of times I like to take it and change the words up and make it be, where like the picture means something different to me when I look at it. And I know my team. And so I want to post something that's maybe a little more inspiring or going a little bit different direction than when, I'm sorry, I just got distracted here. Then what they posted, you know what I'm saying? I want to make sure it's something personal to my team, and it'll mean something to my team, and not just exactly how they posted it all the time. So make it your own, copy and save and make it your own. You'll also notice in our bios that we have links to our, like, for instance, I know Teresa Fonseca has a Teresa Cincy page, and Amy has a Cincy page, I know. In their bio, they can go to the bit.ly. It's bit.ly. I think it's bit.ly, but it's bit.ly, bit.ly. You can Google it and it'll come up. And it allows you to put your Facebook, like you're in your Facebook page, like Teresa could be on her page. She can copy the URL, paste it into the bit.ly, and it'll shorten it and make it into a little hyperlink. And then you could paste that into your bio, and when they click it, so you can say something like, follow me, and then put your bit.ly, and when they click it, it'll take them directly to whatever group you want it to go to. It'll take to your Facebook page, or it'll take them to your business page, or if you changed it for a party, it'll take it to the event. So like that. So bit.ly is another one. Everyone, you need a picture. People want to see you. They don't want to see your cat. They don't see your candles. They want to see you. So make sure you have a picture. You take the time and take a picture and post it on your social media. I got news for you guys. For all of you that are maybe a little leery and you're thinking, oh my gosh, I don't want people to know my business. Well, guess what? They already know it. It's already out there. You know what I'm saying? It's out there. I mean, I Googled my name, and the PTA roster I was on from, 10 years ago, my kids were still in high school, came up, and all the information. I mean, you're out there. So I guess what I'm trying to really say is don't operate from fear. That's not going to get you anywhere. But instead, figure out a way. Maybe even if you do a picture and you're holding up the neat Cincy and only part of your face is showing, but do something so that they can see who you are, because people will connect to you. For our Cincy websites, make sure that you've taken the time to write your story. Even if it's just 5 or 6 lines or 2 or 3 lines, and you just say, hey, I'm a Scentsy consultant and I joined because I want to be able to dream bigger than I ever have and travel around the world. You know what? Reach out to me by hitting the contact me button, and let's start your journey today. Just something simple, but get your story up, and write it in Word, of course, get it how you want it, and then just paste it into the section on your website. Don't ask me how to do it. It's a training video out there on the training station of your workstation. You just click on it, go to the new consultant, and it's how to do your story, how to set up your website. All that's out there. And that's another tip. Everything that you want to do, and I wish Jessica was on the call right now, you can go and look for it on YouTube. How to make a intro to my YouTube videos, how to do a Bitly, how to be better at social media. There is something out there. But we have the social super group. Is that what it's called? Yeah, social super group that you guys can join. It's free. You click to join it, and there's just a wealth of information out there. Well, the way I like to do it is I like to click through the photos, and I can usually get a lot of things, learn new tips and things like that instead of just scrolling through all the comments, because sometimes you get hung up on all the replies, especially if there's like back and forth going. So I look through the pictures and kind of get to the stuff I want. There's webinars on there that you can watch on how to do things. So it's just going to take you getting out there. Another tip that she just reshared this on the Super Saturday call two Saturdays ago, maybe it's 3 now. And it was, when you're posting on one form of social media, make sure that you're not posting that exact same post all across your social media. I was so guilty of doing that. I would post from my Instagram. From Instagram, you can post to Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, right? So I just highlighted them all. So bam, my quote went out to all 3 platforms. And I was like, when she said that, I was like, oh, well, that's exactly what I do. So she's not saying don't ever post it, but just don't post it at the same time, because people that are following you, they'll say, well, they'll kind of hold back. It's like, well, I don't need to check over here on Facebook anymore because she posts the same thing on Instagram. Do you see what I'm saying? So you could take Instagram maybe and use Instagram as someplace where you maybe share about your products a little more and how you use them. And maybe on Facebook, you do more of the positive thing and just salt and pepper in how to use your products. And then Twitter, I just post everything to Twitter because I don't do Twitter. I just let it, I double click that and let it go because I got followers on Twitter that I don't have on Instagram. So that works for me. But yeah, don't post the exact same thing across all 3. And that'll kind of help keep the engagement and the excitement. When people, another thing, you don't want to follow everybody. You don't want 1,000 followers and only 2 people following you. What you want to do is you want to follow those that engage you. So if someone likes your picture on Instagram or Twitter, you want to go to their account, look through some things and like a couple things like that. And you guys kind of share back and forth. I don't follow people on Facebook. I think it defaults when you friend somebody. I don't really like that, but I don't pay attention to it. But on Instagram, I try not to follow people just because, oh, they're in Scentsy too, and I want to follow. No. I don't follow everybody. There's certain people I do follow. But you don't have to follow everybody. Your goal is to get people to follow you, especially your clients and your customers and things like that, okay? Let's see. Here's another great tip. When you're posting on social media, every picture that you post needs to say why they need your product. If you're going to post about your product, you want to engage people and let them know why they need your product. So for instance, a promotion is different. The MLB thing is a promotion, right? Because Scentsy is saying, we're going to give you 3 free bars when you purchase the MLB warmer. And, oh, by the way, you can only post on social media this way. But if you post a picture of the counter cleaner and it's just a picture of the counter cleaner with all the scents listed and the price, does nothing for me. But if you post a video or a picture saying that, OMG, my stainless steel refrigerator had streaks from hell, here's the before, and now I use the Scentsy counter cleaner, and look at this, I wiped it with the paper towel. Bingo, somebody else has a stainless steel refrigerator, and they're going to see that, and they're going to be like, dang, I need to get some of that. Do you see? And then you could say, hey, anybody want a sample to try? And then you got to get your bottles. I heard people are getting, Tiffany, you heard this too, they're going to the Dollar Tree and getting the bubbles. I guess you get like a dozen of the little mini bubbles, like for the, I don't know, the bubbles the kids blow. And they're taking those and rinsing them out, and they're using those and refilling those with the counter cleaner and the kitchen soap and the what do you call it? The hand soap, and I think the Febreze stuff too. Huh?
Yeah, those are because I've gotten some, and they like come like in a spray bottle. They come in the little lotion and the shampoo little travel sections. They're like $4 for $1, so it's not bad.
Yep. And then I saw where, like I said, one lady took the bubbles. Like you get a dozen of the bubble bottles. She breaks off the little blow thing, because I guess it has the blow thing on the top. She breaks that off. She washes them out, and then she refills them with laundry soap and conditioner, or whatever sample she's getting. But my point is that there's a borrow bag you can make up. When you say, hey, comment below if you'd like to try the counter cleaner, then you can make a borrow bag up, put in little miniature samples of that for them to go and label it and let them go out there and try it. If you guys are not on the layer on the, is that what it's called, layer on the samples? Facebook, Ashley, help me out. I see you looking. I think it's called layer on the samples. Yeah?
I think so. Layer on the samples, independent Scentsy family consultant. Yeah.
Yeah. If you guys aren't in that group, they have, I'm telling you guys, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. Everything you need a label for, washer whiffs, lotion, everything. Somebody's made it. You just go to the little search thing and type in washer whiffs, even the scent, and you can find it. And that way you print it out, and you got your labels. And what I like about the washer whiff samples and all the samples they have on there, they have the ingredients already for you. So, but again, that post is engaging, because now you're not just saying, here's Scentsy counter cleaner and it comes in these scents, order from me. You're saying, here's Scentsy counter cleaner and look what it did for me. And would you like to try it too? And so you're telling them why they need your product, because it works great on stainless steel, or it works great on grimy stoves, right? Let's see. So, shared about picking a color thing, setting up your bio, making sure you have a picture, making sure when you post things on your Facebook page that it educates and it tells them why they need your product. And then you have to decide, how often are you going to post? So there are free auto post things such as I think it Hoopla or some. I'm not good with the free stuff, but you can Google the free. The paid one is CinchShare, and CINCH share, and I love it. And you can actually schedule. And then I also saw on your personal Facebook pages that you could post things, and you can for free, and you can schedule it. You can tell it when to post. So if you go to Facebook, if you go to Facebook, and I know you can't, well, I wanted to do it in my group and I couldn't, so I found it on my Facebook page, and it said, I don't really remember. Maybe I was in a group. Oh, here it is, the little clock. When you're in the Facebook page and on a regular personal page and you want to write a post, that little clock, you can actually set the date and time when that post. So you can write a post and get it all pictured up and everything, and then click that clock and schedule it. So you guys notice pretty much every morning, except for on the weekends, I fire off at 7:30, between 7:30 and 8, but usually at 7:30, a good morning picture. Well, that's preset. But I mean, it took time to set it up. You know what I mean? Because I'm usually trying to get to work by 7. Trying is the key word, to get to work by 7:30. But it helps me out. So it's also planning. So social media there's lots of tools out there to help you be successful at social media, but don't get ahead of yourself. Learn what it is you need to learn, and then focus on the one, platform that you want. And then once you get that one, then you can move on to another one. But I will tell you this, social media is where it's at. If you follow Becca Levi on Instagram, what you'll notice is Becca has like a quadruple number of followers already, but she didn't do it by posting about Scentsy. She did it by posting about staging. She likes to take her, just go look at her Instagram. You'll see she'll take a grouping and she'll stage it all up and then put a warmer in the middle of it or something, or do something else. And people comment on it because they love it. So maybe you're a writer. Maybe you write poems, or maybe you take pictures, or whatever it is. Do you post about you and what your hobby is and what you enjoy, and get people engaged and wanting to follow you, and then you can salt and pepper in the Scentsy. But again, you just don't want to plaster your wall back. Hey, it's the 21st of the month and I don't have my 150, and now I'm going to, plaster you with how to, products and stuff. Buy. People are going to get tired of that. You know what I'm saying? Another thing that you want to do, you guys, is thank people. Make sure you thank people publicly, on your pages and things like that. When you, it's just like when you deliver your orders. If you deliver orders to an office or you give orders to someone to take back to their office, you know that tool, I think the tool looks so much better than the ribbon now. I'm like so on the tool. But you get the tool and you make just a pretty bow. You just tie it one time. And guess what? Other people are going to say in the office, ooh, what do you got? Ooh, they're going to get nosy and they're going to want to know. And guess what? You're going to get more orders just by the way you deliver the package. So think about whatever it is you're doing, how you can maximize it. So again, I can post about a product, or I can post how that product could benefit them, if that makes sense, and get them engaged that way. All right. So we got PicMonkey is one of the art things that you can go out and create, you know, like you see Jessica and myself and Tiffany and Lucy and Mel, we create our post. Sometimes I spend time and I just sit and I take pictures of quotes, and then I go to Canva and I have my phone and I make one. And I make it myself. So I take the quote or the posting and I'll redo it in my own words. I might even change the words up a little bit. Sometimes I use it verbatim and then I just put who it's by or whatever. But I make it be my own. So it's not just something I found on YouTube or on whatever, Google or whatever search engine. But instead I take that quote that I like and then I make it my own. And so that's key. And you can do that in PicMonkey. You can do that in Canva. And I'm sure there's, you can do it in Word Swag, you can do it in Beautiful Mess, Rhonda's or whatever her name is. What's it called? Rhonda's. What's her name?
Rhonda Design.
Yeah, Rhonda Designs. Isn't it spelled funny though?
Yeah.
Okay. And you can do it Rhonda Design. But the thing of it is, you guys just go in. That's what the App Store search. Social media designs apps or whatever. Go to Google and search it, and then go to your app store and look for it. Okay. So that leads me to videos. So some of you aren't doing videos and you're worried because, your makeup's not right and your hair is sticking up, or you don't have a purple, Scentsy shirt, or you don't have a button. But that is all BS. Okay. Just do the video, right, Tiffany? Just do the video and then you'll get used to it. You'll get more comfortable. But people want to buy from you, not the fake you. Like everybody knows when I do my videos, I'm a little hyped and everything, and that's who I am. You know what I'm saying? But if you're just that paranoid, then take your camera, your phone, and do your video like about the product. Like have the pitch, your video on the product, and then you're talking about that product or showing that product or whatever. And then as you get more comfortable, you can put yourself in the video, right? But don't let anything stop you. Again, look at whatever it is you're being asked to do, and then say, what part of this am I super comfortable with, and what part of this freaks me the hell out, and then figure out a way to do it. Even though you're freaked out about it, figure out a way to still do it, but do it what works for you. And then as you grow, you'll be able to do it. Don't look at us and say, oh my gosh, they're making all these videos, they're this, that, and the other. No, even if your video is 10 seconds long, start, because people want to hear and know that you about your product. They don't want to be spammed to buy. They want to know that the washer whiffs, like you said, okay, guys, here's the stinky towels. I'm putting them in, and they can't smell it. But when you tell them, oh my God, this smells amazing. Oh my gosh. Who wants to come over and have a smell fest? Or who can I meet up with for coffee at Starbucks? You're engaging them. You're like Ashley poured flour and water and cracked the egg over her head. But she said, hey, if I get 20 orders, I think it was, and I'm going to do this. And if I get this many, I'm going to do this. And if I get this many, I'm going to do this. And if I get over 20, I'm going to do all three. And that's what she did. But it got all this engagement and people are watching that video, and she just put herself out there. You guys, people already think we're crazy. People already think that we're obsessed, and people already think it doesn't work. Just keep proving them wrong every day by showing up. That's all you got to do is prove them wrong every day by showing up and letting them know that, you know what, because I showed up every day, I'm going to where we're going in January. You know what I'm saying? And I'm earning the next incentive trip. Or, hey, my commission check was over $600 this month because I rocked it and sold $2,000. Do you know what I'm saying? So get out there and figure out how you can do it. So those are just a few things. I don't want to inundate you with it, but, go and browse other people's Instagram accounts and Twitters and Facebook pages and see what they're doing. go and look at other people's, other Scentsy consultants' stories to get ideas. That's what I did in the beginning. I went and looked. Some people have like 8-page long stories. You know, mine's not that long. It's just short and sweet and to the point. And update it often, because as you move up, you want to update it and keep it informed. So tell me, you know, what you guys are thinking or any question you have. And Tiffany, chime in if you got something you want to add about this.
I wanted to chime in and tell you about the videos. I know some of y'all are on my Facebook, but I did Thursday. I was actually off, and we were challenged to do some videos. So I decided to go ahead and do like a video of the 20, the 30, the 35, whatever warmers I had. I didn't have a lampshade. I wish I had a lampshade, but it's actually coming in hopefully this week, so I could do a video on that because I want to show them the new lampshades that we got. But just by showing my watermelon, because the watermelon, it catches everyone's eye. Like at my shows, at the parties, it's like the #1 warmer that like catches everybody's eye. And they're like, oh my gosh, that looks like a real watermelon. Mm-hmm. And if you see on my video, like I pointed out, if you follow Debbie Pitts Palmer, she loves watermelons, and I included her in my video and tell her, hey, look, one of my Scentsy consultants love watermelon. And I was like pretending I was biting it. So I kind of made my video funny and like silly at the same time. And I actually ended up selling that $40 warmer that night. She paid it right away. She's like, I want that warmer right now. So if you have fun with your videos, you know, people are watching. Don't think that they're not watching, but they are watching. And it might not be right then and there, but they will come back. Like I posted the Major League Baseball warmer picture the other day. I got a call like at 12 midnight saying, hey, can you charge my credit card for that warmer? And I texted him back at 3 o'clock in the morning, only because I knew him. So that's why I texted him back. But yes, he told me to go ahead and charge his credit card. So I did that. So posting and making videos and being yourself and being crazy at times, having fun, you know, that's what people are wanting to see, what you know, about the product and how you use the product, you know, instead of just posting a picture of it. Oh, hey, we have a sale about this warmer. That's not really, it doesn't really interest me. You know, it may interest some and it may not interest others. So just, if you have the products, be interaction with it, you know, and tell them what it is. Cause I introduced myself. I kind of did like a live Facebook party, you know, like with the live videos, and then I went one by one with the category. I also told them about the replacement, and I kind of hinted in there like, hey, this is if you didn't know, putting a cotton ball inside the warmer to clean your wax, because most people don't know that, you know, even though you post it, some people are like, I never knew that. And you know, instead of having the warmer scratch, you know, however they clean it, you know, so that way you can give them a little tip, you know, every now and then. I also told them about the replacements for the the night lights, because I see a lot of warmers at the Goodwill, you know, just the tops are like, they either broke them, and they probably didn't know that you can replace the warmer top, you know, and they just threw it out because they thought it couldn't be replaced. So I also included that tip. A lot of people don't know that, and they don't know about the night light part where if it goes out, the little white part, the plug-in, tell them about that too. You know, a lot of people don't know about that, but I kind of included in my videos, you know, some cool stuff, you know, that way they know, and you know, just know that they know that you know, if it's broken or something, you know, we can probably replace it. Don't throw it away. You know what I mean? Yep. So I kind of did that this week, and it was fun. So, and I saved all my videos. I almost forgot not to save all of them, but I saved them.
And Tiffany uses Facebook Live a lot. So again, you don't even have, the cool thing about Facebook Live is that you don't even have to save it to your phone if you just don't have the room, or if you're like, I don't want no record of that, you know, but you know, you save it to your phone. So then I plan on putting all mine on my YouTube page. So this week you saw us sharing tips and ideas, and I believe that's going to continue on. So you guys, I plan on taking that and now going to my actual Facebook page and start sharing, you know, and just going live and just sharing like Tiffany did. I loved what Tiffany did. I mean, she was like firing them off, and I was just like, okay, stop showing the products I want to show. But then you know what? We have 2 different audiences. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So that doesn't matter, right? Just, you know, make sure that you're doing something and you're engaging your customers. So Anybody have any questions or comments or?
I just wanted to say something real fast.
Uh-huh.
I just want y'all to know that I'm very camera shy. I don't like to do videos. I promise. I know, as bubbly and quirky as I seem,
I'm
as
like,
out the box, I promise y'all, I am very, like, it took me like 40 retakes to do half of my videos. After the 4th day, I was like, you know what? One time, that's it. Zoe was attached at my hip, being a crybaby like no other. And I was like,
yep.
I don't care. They're just going to get the real Ashley raw as it can be.
Yep.
So,
Yep, and that's the good way. That was like you know, taking 40 takes, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm about to give up. But, I mean, you'll get better at it.
And I will say that just doing the videos for the 3 days and then the 4th day, it does get easier. So even if you just do one video a day that you only show your kids and your husband because you're like, do I sound crazy? Do I sound real? Just practice. That's all that counts. And I promise you, ladies, you'll get more comfortable with it. So
practice in the mirror.
Yeah. That's a good thing. And you guys, if you're just structured, then write down the 3 key things you want to say. Don't write down 10 key things you want to say. Write down 3 key things you make sure you want to cover, and then just be natural. Because it's easy to remember 3 things, you know what I mean? Or you can post it. See, the key thing is you can post it on your computer screen or on, next to you, and people don't even know that you're reading, you know what I'm saying, or that you have something. So that's pretty cool. So outside of social media, I just wanted to make sure that you guys are getting your questions answered, and that you all 16 of you that I could see on the call, and minus the ones that are on the phone, even though I can't see you 3, I know you can hear me, or you 4, I know you can hear me. So I want to make sure that you are prepared to meet the 500 by the 15th. Because we can talk about all this stuff, but if you are still stuck at the gate and you still are just like, oh my gosh, I'm listening to you, I hear it, but I still scramble at the end of the month, or I just don't know, that we need to hear from you, and we're all, here, we're all trying to make it. We're all in the same family. So nobody's going to judge you. And I guarantee you somebody else has the same question. You're just braver, the brave one to come out and say anything. So what do you need? Because this call is so that you can get off of it and then go, do some things to make sure that you're ready to go for next week. So who has a question or who has a comment? Who needs help, or who was stuck like that and they finally figured out a way to keep going each day and keep getting out there? I mean, I know we got some rock stars on here and they've figured out how to create opportunities. So maybe somebody wants to share that, but I really want somebody that's they're getting on the calls, they're doing the thing, but they're still not seeing the massive income, or at least the increase or consistent income that they like to see. Anybody?
Carrie, since you brought up social media, I don't know if anyone saw this on the workstation, but Cincy has this document about 4 weeks to social media success, and they're talking about wanting your social media posts to stand out, to share, and help grow your business. And there's 3 P's involved. It's personal, purposeful, and promotional. And, with the summer coming, of course, they call the summer months the hardest months. So I'm challenging myself to do the 4 weeks of social media. And you can find this on your workstation.
And it's called, say the date, what it's called again?
It's called 4 weeks to social media success.
Okay. We don't need to post it out there. All you got to do is go to the search engine on your workstation that up in the right-hand corner, type in social media, 4 weeks. 4 weeks to social media success, and you can find that document, save it, email it to yourself, print it out, whatever it is that works for you. And there you go. And so that's the beauty of Cincy. Even if you're at the starting blocks and you're just trying to get out, go back to your first 15 days that they share about in your handbook, the Shooting Star. You won't get a charm or get, the opportunity to purchase $300 worth of product for $200, but you can use that momentum that it teaches you in there and those guidelines to get going again. And then you can do your 70 days and, just keep going. Let's see. I've been trying to get orders in. I have parties after parties online, and I'm still not getting very many orders. I offer prizes if they ordered, and I have a few people who want nothing but free. I'm camera shy. Okay, and this is not Jose. It's Lori, right? Awesome. Okay, thank you for being brave and getting out there and sharing that. So I'm going to tell you the one key thing I heard, and maybe somebody else heard this and they can chime in and help out. I heard that I keep that I'm still not getting many orders, I have party after party online. If there is a reason why you have to do parties online, then I understand. You don't just have to let me know. But I'm going to tell you what, home parties are where it's at, you guys. Home parties and basket parties and one-on-ones. And let me tell you why. When you're doing online parties, you have to engage them. And posting a bunch of words doesn't engage them. So you got to have good pictures. You got to have great videos. Do you see what I'm saying? It takes a lot of work to do that. And then you have to host this coach like crazy to get your host to be engaged on the page, right? So if you're the host, that means you're calling people, you're reminding people to get on and things like that. So I would challenge you to actually try and get a live home party. Now you may have a reason not, that you can't go out and do live shows. But I'm just telling you, Tiffany, help me out. Linda, help me out. I mean, going out and meeting people and where they're at and things like that. I know personally it makes a huge difference.
I mean, again, home parties is not my thing, so I don't know. And I'm kind of nervous for Friday. I have a home party.
But you do events though, Tiffany. I guess what I'm saying is whether you call it home, I'm saying you're getting out there live in front of people.
Yeah.
Right? And it makes a huge difference when you're trying to engage on social media. It's not impossible. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying though is if you're trying to get going, when you do an event, when you do a home something, a live, let me just say that, a live thing, you get the opportunity to be in front of these people and you get to feel their emotions, you get to see their reaction, and you can engage where you can meet them at. That's the point I'm trying to drive. Linda, were you gonna come in? Or am I just putting you on the spot? Let me unmute you for you. I think you're saying something. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say something about it is a little bit harder to do it on like Facebook parties because, can you hear me?
Talk up a little.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, it is a little bit harder to do Facebook parties because, again, you're not in front of everybody and all they see is just words. I've got a home party that's actually going to be like my very first home party. So I'm kind of nervous, but I'm ready because I'm ready to get new customers and get out there in front of somebody else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm just so ready for that. So I think I already have all the ideas that I want to do, the setup that I want, and I'm preparing myself for that. But it is going to be totally different people that I have that are not even in my group, and I'm just ready for it.
And Linda, when you do that party, let us know because I want to hear how, the success you had, that again, and how you felt like connecting and things like that. But I want to go back to Lori real quick and just ask you, when you say online, because I may have misunderstood you, online can also just be setting up an online party on your workstation and letting people go, like you put them in a Facebook group and they go order online. But again, they don't get a smell. I'm telling you, when you get the scent under their nose, whether you're meeting them one-on-one, see, I consider a one-on-one a party. You know what I'm saying? It's just a personal party because I'm in front of that person. They're asking you questions. You're on the spot. But so what I'm saying is that you got to start somewhere. So if you can't get 20 people at your party, then get one and ask that one to invite a friend. That's what happened Saturday, and then maybe you get 2 and ask each of those to bring a friend, and you just keep going, you keep going. But it made a difference, you guys. 2 people at a lady's house at 9:00 in the morning on Saturday, just because I text the MLB special out and asked them to share it with their friends and their family for me, resulted in 2 people ordering enough to make it a party, a $200 party. I mean, it was $196, so we ordered a scent circle or something, a scent pack to get it over, a scent pack, because it didn't come in the car bar she wanted. And look at that, 2 people. And now the other lady's out there hustling the MLB package Ranger thing to all her friends for me. So we're almost at $400. So 2 people. And I'm just saying, start small, Lori, and go get your neighbors, get your samples together, get you a couple catalogs and say, hey, meet me at Starbucks, or can I come over and we'll have coffee. I'll bring a couple donuts and let's, have a smell fest. Because when they smell it, then they say, well, what do I do with this? Right? But if you're just showing them a $45 warmer and a $20 warmer and a $50 laundry bundle, they're looking at you like, but when they smell it, oh, it's on and popping. It's on and popping, I'm telling you.
What about, sorry.
Go ahead.
What about like challenging those customers? Lori, like say for instance, whoever sells like 2 Major League Baseball warmer packages for you, your name will go in the drawing for a $20 plug-in and a bar, you know, something small, because you're going to end up getting those host credits.
Yep.
Or the half price, or even if you have stock on hand, you know, you want to try to move out that stock that you have in hand and not just having sitting there, you know what I mean? Try to challenge them, and, you know, but this has to be done privately. So don't go out there on Facebook and say, hey, I challenge so-and-so to sell 2 Major League Baseball. I would just like private message them, or, you know, text them saying, hey, you know, I have a special. If you sell 2 Major League Baseball warmers, you'll get your name entered into the drawing. So just kind of challenge them, because I mean, I have a tough crowd too. All they want is freebies, so that's why I quit giving away freebies. And I personally told them, like, because some of them I know, so I can talk to them the way I talk to them. You know, I say I have like 541 people on my private page for my personal Cincy page, and I'm like, okay, so we have 541 people on this page, and I know some of you can spend like $10, you know what I mean? Because I had a goal and I thought I was gonna meet it, but I didn't end up meeting. So I was like maybe $112 worth away from my 2,000 last month. So I kind of like put them on the spot, you know, like, hey, I know you have $10 to spare, you know. And some ended up coming through, and I didn't think that they were going to come through. I'm like, oh, hey, yeah, you do exist, you know, on my Facebook page. So I don't know. That's just me. I put some people on the spot, you know, and they get called out like that because I know them.
Well, and I wanted to say, too, about giveaways, Lori, you know, don't be so quick to give a prize. Like Tiffany said, let them do something for it. You know, like, hey, when you take my 2 catalogs and my 10 party testers and my 7 door prize slips to work, and you collect, you know, 2 orders, or you get 10 door prize slips filled out for me, I'll give you a sample of next month. But you know what I mean? Make it budget friendly. Make sure that what you're giving them really matches their actions, because if they do a party, they get free and half price items. You don't really have to give them anything. I mean, you could give them a sample of next month, you know, like a bar of next month's scent, or a cube of next month's scent. But make sure you're not just giving them, you're not rewarding them just for showing up, because then that's going to break you. Yeah. You want to make sure that they're actually doing something that's going to help advance your goal and help you connect with additional people. So Teresa wants to come in and say something. Go ahead, Teresa.
I do. I was just going to tell her, you know, since I've been homebound with my brother, I've been doing I did a Facebook party because I couldn't go out and do a party. Hold on, let me turn down this volume. Sorry about that. I couldn't go out and do my parties that I normally do. So I decided, I said, well, I need to get my goal. So I did a Facebook party, and which I haven't done in forever because they're not very successful. But I went online and I looked on some, and it helped that I made a video and posted it before I started the Facebook party. And then, because I kind of told them what I was going to do, and, you know, and it worked out really good because I got a lot of out-of-towners that bought. Then, but I engaged with them and playing games. You know, I played a game. I think I played that Simon Says game, and they really, really liked that. Mm-hmm. And I think I also played that Wax bar.
Oh, game. Yeah. The goose.
So, yeah, and that worked really well. I ended up with about a $400 party on Facebook. So, you know, and I did it for myself. I didn't, you know, well, no, I didn't. I take it back. I did a mystery hostess. That's what I did.
Oh, okay.
I did it that way. And so it made it, you know, exciting on that part too.
Yeah.
And so, but the key thing is to be active with them, engage them into your party where they will answer you back on things, or, you know, telling them about the product on some of them, especially since they can't smell the scents or touch anything. So if you just engage with them and tell them, but I'm a real big talker, you know, I've always been.
So Teresa, let me ask you this. How, like when you did your Facebook party, did you set it up like a week, or did you?
I set it up for a week.
Okay.
I did. I set it up for a week, and I was posting little things at a time every day I would go in there. I didn't want to like bombard them, with a lot of stuff on there. Plus, I didn't want Facebook to, I don't know if they block you after so many posts or whatever.
Right.
So I just wanted to, I would go in there, once a day for the week, but the night of the party is when I played the games with them.
Okay.
And so,
So you had an in game. You had an in game, meaning on Saturday at 7:00 there'll be the live demo, and let's go. And I think that's so important that we don't. Again, you can't. It's just like the basket party. It's just like anything. You can't just create it and drop it off and say, "Hope it works." You have to really engage people, and that's going to be the success. So, Lori, with that sharing, do you have a follow-up? And while you, or if that helps out, let us know. And while you respond, Crystal shared that if she said that if a person doesn't want to order or want to do a party, then offer them a referral rewards. You can have a referral program, and that could always lead to an order or a party as well. So again, if people say, "Well, I'm good right now," I always say, "Well, please let any of your friends know, or check with your friends." And then when I ask them to check with their friends, you know what I tell them? Because everybody always says that they have enough wax, and I say, "Great. When you text me back after you've sent this out to at least 10 of your friends, and I'll get you a room spray." You know what? And now guess what? They come back and they tell me, girl, I just went down my list and said, sent this out. I hope you get some responses. But I appreciate that they shared my website, my phone number, and my special with more than 10 of their friends, and sometimes it's just washer with samples or whatever I have. But usually I do a room spray because I want them. They already told me they had too many bars. You know what I'm saying? So introduce them to something else. So Lori, did that help? Let us know. Anybody else? I don't see any other chat comments. Are you typing? Okay, let's see. So she said it does help. She's going to message the ones who are pushing to do an online party that will set them up with a home party. And I'll challenge my friends and family to see if they want to help me get some orders in. And so here's the other thing of it is, you guys, if you go out there and you say that have a party with me from the seat of your home and you don't have to do anything, you've already planted the seed that they don't have to do anything. So you want to also look at how you're promoting that online party, right? Does that make sense? You want to make sure that you're engaging them from the very get. So what I would say is if someone says they want to have a party, my next answer would be, what do you want to earn for free? Okay? And lately, most of my answers have been diffusers, right? Everybody wants a diffuser. You know, I don't know why I'm sitting in the dark. Hold on. Ouch. Okay. Kept trying to figure out why my screen is so dark. Most people have been wanting diffusers, and so that's to get it free, you need over $600. I mean, it's not free. You need like $700-800. Hold on, Ash, to get it free. And but they can get it greatly reduced down with a $600 party, right? Because they can pay the $40 or whatever it is difference and get it. So that's still cheaper than $130. But anyway, once I know what they want, now I say, this is what we need to do to have that. So then I say, take this basket this week and go out there and try to get as many orders as you can from your coworkers. And we'll set up a Facebook page and you can start adding your friends. And then on Friday, I'll do a live demo. But you see, I'm working it from all angles. And then I'm telling them to invite all their online or their out-of-staters to order online and support and da-da-da-da. But you got to hit it from different angles. Telling somebody to do an online party and letting them off the hook is not the way you want to go. You want to engage them from the very beginning and let them know that if you want to get this as free or as close to free as you possibly can, then this is what we've got to do and get them engaged. Ashley, were you going to share something?
I started making these postcards when people did ask me to do a party and so that I could ask them what they wanted. And I don't know if y'all can tell, it just says look, and then it kind of has 200, 400, and then 600. And this just kind of gives them a quick little, and I'm like, what do you want? You know, this is just a way for them to kind of give me a quick little thing. And I always have these so that way they can kind of, when I'm talking to people about out of parties, what do y'all want out of a party? I give this to them so they can see it. And then on the back of it, I have my referral program just in case they're like, no, I really don't want to host a party. I'm like, well, here's my referral program on the back. Check that out. Let me know if you know anybody else who needs it. So it's kind of like here's what you get. If you don't want it, pass it on to somebody else type.
And so that's a postcard. That's a postcard you do.
A little Avery postcard that I just bought at Walmart. You know what I'm saying? It just has my referral program.
Yeah.
And then on this, it just has that. It's a picture that I think even Tiffany's posted. I think I posted it on my team page. It's just a little graphic that says, look what you can get for hosting a party. And it just kind of gives them examples. And then it has our stuff on the bottom.
Okay, so Crystal, you say you have that already. Can you post that on the pages?
Yes, I do.
Okay, yeah, between you and not Tiffany, Ashley. Y'all pictures are right on top of each other.
I like having it just that way. When they are sitting there talking to me about it, I can be like, well, look, what do you want? 200, 400, or 6? These are your options. And they have a visual in front of them instead of just our table chart, because people like pictures.
And you know what, that makes me think of something else is that you guys, we have to make sure that we are doing the most we can do, right? So sometimes doing basket parties even can be quote unquote easy because you can put them together and then drop them off. But you see what I'm saying? And you can kind of forget about them, right? If you don't. So the key thing is to get the host engaged and excited about whatever products that they want to earn so that they'll be out there hustling. And then you need to have like a schedule. I really think that you should have like a flow. If their party starts on Monday the 6th, and so you dropped it off on Saturday, they're going to take it to work on the 6th, then that Monday night, check in with them. At 7th, send them a post, a motivational quote and something. Then on the 8th, ask them to get, 10 door prize slips filled out. And just kind of set your program to keep them engaged. Because if you're chilling and sitting back, guess what? That's what they're doing too. That's what they're doing too. Because just like if you're shy, they might be shy too. They may not. They were like, I'm not going to ask these people. But if you show them how to do it, just like we've been doing this week with those videos, trying to give you guys true visuals of how we do it. I'm looking for something on this crazy desk of mine. By giving people the visuals, they can let them say, oh, you know what, I can do that. But when we just, put you out there, you just put your host out there, that they think it's impossible a lot of times. So get them engaged and get them excited about what they can get and how, what it takes. Hey, you need a $650 party to only have to pay the $38, whatever it was for this diffuser. So let's go. This is what it's going to be, and this is how we're going to do it. And are you ready? You really want it? Let's go. And encourage them to go to the out-of-towners and their coworkers and their neighbors and things like that, and it'll be successful. So ask yourself, are you being as massive enough, and are you doing the maximum, or are you looking at it from a minimalist and hoping that it works out? That's basically what I'm trying to say. So anybody else? If not, we're past the time, actually. We're past our hour, but hey, it's been good conversation, right? Hopefully you guys are getting stuff from it. Anybody else? Like I said, you guys, this is our call. If you got tips, any ideas, anything you want to share, let us know. But whatever you do, guys, don't get off this call and don't walk out the door if you work outside your home, or don't start your week next week and you still are doing anything to work your business. We're not making those videos and showing you it's the real thing. We're actually out there doing those things, right, guys? Mm-hmm. Yes, Teresa.
You mentioned 2 games. One of them was the Wax Wax game, and what was the other one?
Hold on, Teresa. Go ahead. I got you.
It was Simon Says.
Simon Says. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
We got two rock star Teresas on tonight. That's cool. Everybody's a rock star, but them two have been blowing it up. All right. So what else? Anybody else got any other questions? Huh?
Me. Linda.
Oh, Linda. There you go.
Yes. So I know that most of y'all saw that I had posted that one of my customers actually won that Indigo set and that parlor. That was exciting.
It was.
She says, I never win nothing. I was like, because it was funny the way we started, because I had asked her something on my page and she goes, oh, I won one of those. And it just stayed like that. And I'm thinking like, you want one? Okay, yeah, sure. I can, when can we meet? And she goes, no, I won it. And I said, where? She goes, on Facebook. And I'm like, okay, Facebook. and it just stayed like that. And then the other day she came to pick up one of the charity dish again. I think I came in when Tiffany was saying that, you know, they're at the Goodwill. She bought it, but she just needed a replacement.
Mm-hmm.
And she ended up buying some more bars and stuff like that. But we talked about that, and come to find out, she went on there and she registered, and she goes, "Then I got an email from Scentsy," and I'm thinking, like, why am I getting an email from Scentsy? But that's what it was. They just needed her address. It was the next day, you know, a few days later, I had this warmer and these bars, and they smell amazing. So she was all excited. I was too, because it's like, nobody ever close to you ever wins, you know, something big like this.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the excitement.
That was exciting. And you know what, guys, that happened because Linda promoted to her customers that Scentsy offering that opportunity. So if you didn't promote to your customers, I'm telling you guys, when you get your customers' information, I mean, when you're inputting your customers' information, input all of their information, because it's a lot easier to go to your workstation and shoot out an email or post in your Facebook group than it is not to let them know. But also, Scentsy sends out messages to our customers for promotions on our behalf. But if they don't have an email, they're not getting anything. So make sure you're doing that. Kudos to your customer. Tell them we're all excited. We're all excited.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, she was real excited.
Awesome.
But yeah, and again, another thing I was telling another one of my consultants is like, I asked her, I said, are you promoting your website? I said, do you have your customers in your website? And she goes, no. And I said, well, let me show you what happened. And as I was trying to do a little bit of training with her, I get an email that says, hey, I need bars. I just got your email. Of course, you know, I don't send the email. Scentsy sends the email.
Yes. That was a good training tool right there.
But you don't have the website.
How many else that happens when the newsletter goes out on the first Wednesday of the month? All of a sudden you get orders, or people are saying, hey, you guys, make sure your people are in your newsletter, and make sure you're in your database, your email. So when it goes out, you know it went out. And then as you meet other people, you can shoot that same newsletter out to them as a follow-up. Do you see what I'm saying? It gives you a reason to get in front of them again. So
I get mine and Jessica's because I'm on her newsletter.
Oh, yeah, from when you were her customer first. Yep. That's what's up.
2-time.
2-time. Dun, dun. All right, guys. Well, you know what? I think this has been a very, very good call. I am going to try to get it uploaded. I'm going to start the upload as soon as we get off. But I want to leave everybody with this, and remember that we are here for you, but we must hear from you. And it is just from one of my favorite people, which is Les Brown. And I may have said this before, but I'll say it again. Wanting something is not enough. You must hunger for it. Your motivation must be absolutely compelling in order to overcome the obstacles that are invariably going to come your way. There's going to be obstacles, you guys, and we have to know that. And every day there are 1,440 minutes. That means we have 1,440 daily opportunities to make a positive impact on others' lives as well as your own lives. If you set goals and go after them with all the determination that you can muster, your gifts will take you places that will amaze you. And that's the thing, you guys. We are more talented than we give ourselves credit for. We don't have to abandon who we are and do what somebody else is doing. Do what you do best and keep doing that, because that's what's going to take you places, not trying to be somebody or someone that you're not. Your smile will give you positive confidence that will make people feel comfortable around you. Help others achieve their dreams and you'll achieve yours. And remember to always shoot for the moon. And if you miss, you'll still land among the stars. So keep dreaming until your dreams come true. And we will talk to you guys throughout the week, but on this call again next Sunday. Take it easy, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.